What's that? Oh, boy, oh boy, we're getting last minute here. It's an email. Well, that makes it a little easier. Okay. Tom Songal's written me. Tom's, I believe, down Windsor, Ontario way. Tom writes that he has two girls, Sienna, age 3, and Sophia, age 6. And he has a blended family, stepchildren, Mathew, age 11, and Javier, age 10. Well, Sienna and Sophia, we'll do the best we can to get you some beautiful toys this Christmas. We'll do the best. That goes the same for Mathew and Javier. But Mathew and Javier, age 11 and 10, that's a critical age. One of the things about getting to a certain age, a lot of friends are non-believers, and they tend to push that non-belief forward, and it really hurts the Christmas spirit, because the Christmas spirit is the reason we enjoy the season the way we do. It's within us. And it reminds me of a newspaper reporter. His name was Francis Church. Back in 1897, had written an article about a little girl who was actually slightly younger than you, Mathew and Javier. Her name was Virginia. And he did such a wonderful job of addressing her questions that I love to once in a while be able to share that. And with you boys, and speaking specifically for you, I want you to listen very closely to this story, because what's true back then is as true today. Little Virginia wrote to the Sun newspaper, and she says, "Is there a Santa Claus? We take pleasure in answering," and this is Mr. Church writing in the newspaper column. We take pleasure in answering at once and thus prominently the communication below, expressing at the same time our great gratification that its faithful author, which is Virginia, is numbered among the friends of the Sun. Dear editor, this is Virginia. I am 8 years old. Papa says if you see it in the Sun, it's so. Please tell me the truth. Is there a Santa Claus? Virginia O'Hanlon. Virginia O'Hanlon lived, in those days, lived at 115 West 95th Street in New York City. So, Mr. Church writes, Virginia, your little friends are wrong. They have been affected by the skepticism of a skeptical age. They do not believe except what they see. They think that nothing can be which is not comprehensible by their little minds. All minds, Virginia, whether they be men's or children's, are little. In this great universe of ours, man is a mere insect, an ant in his intellect, as compared with the boundless world about him, as measured by the intelligence capable of grasping the whole truth and knowledge. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. He exists as certain as love and generosity and devotion exists, and you know that they abound and give you to your life its highest beauty and joy. Also, how dreary would this world be if there were no Santa Claus? It would be as dreary as if there were no Virginia. There would be no childlike faith, then no poetry, no romance to make tolerable this existence. We should have no enjoyment except in sense and sight, the eternal light with which childhood fills the world would be extinguished. Not believe in Santa Claus? You might as well not believe in fairies. You might get your papa to hire men to watch it all all the chimneys at Christmas Eve to catch Santa Claus. But even if they did not see Santa Claus coming down, what would that prove? Nobody sees Santa Claus, but that is no sign that there is no Santa Claus. The most real things in the world are those that neither children nor men can see. Did you ever see fairies dancing on the lawn? Of course not, but that's not proof that they are not there. Nobody can conceive or imagine all the wonders that are unseen and unseeable in the world. You may tear apart a baby's rattle and make the noise inside, which not the strongest man, or even the united strength of all the strongest men that ever lived, could tear apart. Only faith, fancy, poetry, and glory beyond. Is it all real? Virginia. In all this world, there is nothing else real and abiding. No Santa Claus. Thank God he lives, and he lives forever. 1,000 years from now, Virginia, pay 10 times 10,000 years from now, he will continue to make glad the heart of childhood. Santa Claus is the torch, and the Christmas spirit is the flame. I want you boys to always remember that and carry it through into your adulthood and share it with your own children. For Santa Claus is real, and that Christmas spirit, that flame that we carry, we gift it to each other, and there's nothing like it. And for that, we should be very, very pleased and very happy. So thank you for joining me tonight. Mathew and Javier, and of course I address Sophia, who's pretty young yet, and Sienna, and of course you, Tom, and your family. Many blessings. Have the happiest holiday and the merriest Christmas ever. Take care.